Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are firmly pushing the word out in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on the flooding and transport chaos as major storm hit Spain and Portugal. So, more judgment from the Lord via these storms. Like how here in America, in a lot of cities, they're getting hit with snowstorms. Out there in Spain and Portugal, they're getting hit with rain and a lot of flooding. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you are edified. A storm system was causing widespread disruption across southern Spain and Portugal on Wednesday, bringing heavy rain and strong winds. The Spanish Weather Service, AEMET, has warned that some areas could receive rainfall equivalent to a full year's average within just a few hours. In Spain's Andalusia region, about 3,000 people were evacuated from low-lying residential areas due to flooding. Schools were shuttered, train services were suspended on some routes, and several roads were closed, the Spanish state broadcaster RTVE reported. Conditions were similarly severe in Portugal, where recovery efforts were still underway following a powerful storm that hit last week and caused extensive damage. New flooding triggered by latest storm named Leonardo by the authorities cut off several villages, caused rivers to burst their banks, and forced schools to remain closed. Road and rail traffic were disrupted, mainly due to landslides and fallen trees. Portugal's national broadcaster, RTP, reported that the ground was already saturated and unable to absorb further rainfall. The Portuguese Weather Service, IPMA, warned that additional storms are expected in the coming days. Yeah, so the hits just keep coming, man. They're not catching a break. The warnings were also issued for the Spanish island of Mallorca, where the outer bands of Leonardo are expected to arrive on Thursday. AEMET issued a yellow alert, its third highest warning level for much of the island. Wind gusts of up to 120 kilometers per hour are forecast in mountainous areas, while waves of up to 10 meters could affect the eastern and southern coasts. For these regions, the Weather Service issued an orange alert, the second highest warning level. Yeah, so, hey, the Lord is just piling on them judgments. Fuck. Isaiah 29:6, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And this rainstorm that Spain and Portugal have been getting hit with is resulting in a lot of flooding. You know, roads getting shut down, schools getting shut down. You know, they said that there's extensive damage from the rain and the powerful winds. The Lord's not messing around, man. Isaiah 28:2, Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And in the article, it talks about flooding and transport chaos as major storm hit Spain and Portugal. Heavy rain and strong winds. People had to be evacuated evacuated from low-lying areas due to flooding. Schools were shuttered, train services were suspended, several roads were closed. Yeah, because of the destroying storm and the flood of mighty waters that the Lord sent upon those people. Psalms 83 and 14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And that's exactly what the Lord is doing. He's doing that here in America. He's doing that in Spain and Portugal with his storms and tempests. And it's just going to get continuously worse. The rain, the lightning, the thunder, the snow, the hail. And as we get closer and closer to, the summer and the weather gets warmer, soon you're going to start seeing hurricanes and tornadoes pop up again. This is all the judgment of the Heavenly Father. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. And that's right. These storms and these tempests are the judgments of the Lord, and all the death and destruction that follows these storms and tempests are the judgments of the Lord. Hang on. Salakia. Psalm 79 and 6. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. And that's exactly what the Lord is doing. Out there in Spain and Portugal, for the most part, those are heathens out there. There could be some Jakes, because our people have been scattered. So there could be Israelites out there. There more than likely is Israelites amongst those people. But, there's also a lot of heathens out there. And they're not calling upon the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And there's more than likely a lot of wickedness going on in Spain and Portugal. So the Lord, he's pouring out his wrath upon them. And he's going to continue to pour out his wrath upon them, as well as all these other wicked kingdoms and wicked people. It's an absolutely beautiful thing to see. See the Lord bringing judgment upon these wicked people who really thought that they were safe, thought that they were going to be able to just be as wicked as they wanted to be, and nothing was going to happen to them. Isaiah 48:22. There is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh, unto the wicked. That's right. There is no peace unto these wicked people. Like it says in 2 Ezra 8 and 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And if you're paying attention and you're staying locked in and aware of what's going on throughout the world, you can see that the Lord is sending many great miseries upon the earth and upon all of these wicked kingdoms, these wicked countries and cities, these wicked people, whether they be men, women, or children, because like it says in Romans 2 and 11, there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. So everybody's getting hit out here. And these judgments are going to get worse and more people are going to get punished. That is the time and season that we are in. The judgment and the vengeance of the Heavenly Father. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Until next time, Shalom.